Hey, Steve with Texas KnowHow here. Woke up this morning, came out here to check out the pool, and I noticed that there was a little piece of rust from the patio furniture. I need to get rid of that stuff. It's starting to deteriorate because of the salt water and the pool. And so it's happened before. I've struggled with rust patches, and I've been experimenting different methods. The best method I've found so far to get rid of it and quickly is the pH down. You can buy it at any pool store. You can buy it at Walmart, most Walmarts, and the main ingredient that helps eradicate that rust is the sodium bisulfate. You don't want to let it sit too long in your plaster because it could lighten it or kind of strip the top layer of that plaster off, and you don't want that. But one of the problems I've found is how do I get that down there without dissolving? And a lot of people use the sock method, but that's after a process of several times, and that's fine. I'm a little impatient and I like things done, a little quicker. If it's something, say like at the closer to the surface, like say right here, you can just sprinkle it on there, and it'll sit without dissolving too quickly. Also, if you're over here, I've had a rust stain over here before, and I've just kind of sprinkled it in there liberally and let it sit. But you see how close to the surface that is. What if it's like on one of the steps or like it is over there? So this is one method I wanted to show you how to get that sodium bisulfate down there and let it sit for a little bit before you brush it off. This is some people use PVC pipes or what have you. I'm using an extension to a Wet Vac, okay? And there's two pieces here I put together, and it should be able to reach that spot. So I'm gonna put my glasses on. I should also have gloves. If you do this, you don't want to be touching sodium bisulfate by itself, barehanded, exposed. But I have it in the container here. It's more controlled, so I'm not gonna do that. But you use your own discretion. That's your call. So I'm gonna come on in here, and I'm gonna put this tube. First of all, let me open this up. I want to have this nice open before I start that. Okay, so I'm gonna put this tube directly over the spot and just let it just sit there, and I'm gonna keep it flush with the pool as much as possible. And then I'm gonna gently sprinkle some of this inside there, and you gotta hold it over there for a minute to let it settle. Okay, just gonna put a little bit more. Okay, and so it should have settled to the bottom. I'm gently going to take this off, and as you can see there, it's just sitting there in a little mound. Okay, now again, you don't want to let it sit there for too long, but this stuff will get rid of the rust. Okay, so kind of just play around with it. Do what you feel you're comfortable with doing as far as letting it sit there. But that's one method of doing it, and so hopefully that's helpful for you. Of course, you could reach, it depends how deep your pool is, but you could reach the deepest end of the pool if you had a long enough extension a pole, such as a long PVC. You can buy it real cheap at the hardware store or something. Okay, all right, Steve with Texas KnowHow. Hopefully this helps you, and hopefully this helps get rid of your rust in your beautiful pool. Take care.